Match number 11 in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. Two giants of Asia participating in the World Cup. Two defending champions and two teams that find themselves in a similar position. Both had demoralizing losses in their first game, but ever since then have made a comeback. Pakistan upsetting the mighty English team, one of the favourites in this tournament, and Sri Lanka coming back after that loss to New Zealand and then registering a win versus Afghanistan. Where is this match going to go? That's exactly what we'd be discussing. I'm Nikhil Naz. You're watching ESPN Cricket Info Matchday alongside Darren Ganga. Also joining us will be Tilak Ratne Dilshan. We'll talk to him about the Sri Lankan team, but we'll dive straight into the show. Let's take a look at what the likely 11 for Pakistan could be. We asked Darren to pick his playing 11, and as I can see right now from that graphic, Darren, you've made no changes, so it's the same batting attack that you could see with that middle order that was with Shoaib Malik and Mohammad Hafiz that made their return, and your fast bowlers are the same ones in Wahab Riaz, Mohammad Amir and Hassan Ali. The one question I could ask you was, based on Mohammad Amir, I was talking to Misbah-ul Haq after the game, that previous game, even though Amir finished with a few wickets, Misbah wasn't too impressed with him. But you'd like to continue with him and not try someone like a Hasnain, the quick young bowler?
I think Mohammad Amir will get better as the tournament progresses. You can't make a lot of changes too early, especially when your team is coming off a really emphatic victory against a team like England. And I say emphatic because no one gave Pakistan a chance to the tournament favourites, England playing at home. I think you have to credit that and credit the players who contributed to that win. So that's why I go with an unchanged team. He got wickets in that game against England. He didn't get the ball to swing as we've grown accustomed to seeing from Mohammad Amir. But I think this is the best balanced Pakistan team, and their balanced experience with youthfulness as well, with the inclusion of Asif Ali. I think that middle order, the seniority, their scoring runs is crucial for Pakistan to post good totals.
All right, we also saw that graphic of Mohammad Amir in ICC tournaments. That's where he really turns on his A game, and we could see that from the dividends that he got bowling in ICC tournaments. We'll take a look at another player who is a big match player that they have, a senior pro in Mohammad Hafiz. If you take a look at his career in the last few years, since 2017, we're taking a look at that, and 2017 was average, you'd say, averaging about close to 40. That dip in 2019 is not, about the same standards that you expect out of Mohammad Hafiz. 2019, but he's showing that he's on his way to recovery.
Yeah, from a batting point of view, he's produced good things for Pakistan. He's growing in age as well, so sometimes that takes a toll on a particular player and their production of runs and their ability to produce. I also think he had the challenge of having to remodel his bowling action. He was called for an illegal action. So all these things play on your mind as a player psychologically, but you can't question his commitment to this Pakistan national team. Just look at what he did and how he batted in that game against England. That's experience coming to the fore. That's confidence. He came to the crease and he showed intent. He was not fearful of the opposition. They were under pressure, and for him to come and respond in that manner shows character. And he is such a father figure in this Pakistan team. When he does well, I think it has a positive effect on the other players in this team.
Do you think that's changed the complexion of the Pakistan team as well? Top three were always good for them. You expected them to get runs. It was that middle order that was a problem. But now with Hafiz getting back to form, that seems to be that area that's sorted.
We spoke about this Pakistan team being a very good team on paper. And it's early days in the tournament. You expect that teams will take some time to get into stride. Yes, everyone has the expectation for teams to win straight away, but you've got to take into consideration the format of this tournament. So it allows for a little bit of bandwidth in terms of teams getting things right. This Pakistan team, yes, they've been in a losing streak. I think 11 losses out of 12 in a row before that win against England. So statistics will show that, and the law of averages, yes, it's a matter of time before this team get into winning ways. And you felt that it was right around the corner. They got it against England. It's now for them to use that in a positive way and to carry that through this tournament.
All right, let's take a look at now the Sri Lankan team as well. What would be those 11 players that they'd like to take onto the field? We asked Tilak Ratne Dilshan to pick his playing 11. He's made one change, as I can see. Milinda Sirivardhana, who's an all-rounder, so he's getting his batting stronger at the moment. But because of that, Suranga Lakmal goes out. Dilshan, I'll take that question to you. What was the reason? Why did you make that change with Lakmal going out?
Afghanistan match bowling unit, they did really well. They have more confidence, but still I love to include one batsman. Very hard decision, but one batsman should come to Suranga Lakmal, but thing is other 4 bowlers did really well. Suranga Lakmal, little bit not that confidence he have, not like last few months he's had a great confidence, but this game and last game he didn't bowl well. Might be giving a break for Suranga Lakmal and go with the other fast bowler than extra batsman.
Why is it that Dilshan has gone with an extra batsman? You can see those numbers there. Sri Lanka's top order versus their middle order, and you can see middle order has been the problem area for them. You can see the average really down there. Wickets they lose consistently, just 9 runs as you could see from that graphic. So that's one area of concern, and also a number of times they're getting all out. Now these are instances of getting bowled out team-wise in ODIs since 2017, and there you have it. You could see Sri Lanka is right on top in 56 innings that they've played. They've been all out 32 times. We also saw that in that game, the first game that Sri Lanka played versus New Zealand, that they were completely outplayed, and it's the batting actually which didn't really come to the party. I'll just talk to Dilshan now about that middle order. We've seen the top 3 again for Sri Lanka getting runs. You know, we had Kusal Perera get you some run, Karunaratne get you some run, but the problem is someone like an Angelo Matthew, you've got Dhananjaya De Silva. These guys really need to pull their weight, would you agree?
We start this campaign, we are playing very bad cricket, very poor cricket first 2 games, but when you come to winning, that's really good. Momentum is there, but especially batting unit should address, they should both, everyone should hands up and they try to do their job. I think that's the best thing. Everyone should identify their role and they try to deliver in the center.
Okay, I'm going to rattle off a stat now, Dilshan. You may not like that, but Sri Lanka have never beaten Pakistan in a World Cup game. I'm looking at that scoreline. It stands at 7-0. Do you think it might change this time?
I think it's another challenge for Sri Lankan team. If you win the match against Pakistan during the World Cup, I think this is a chance to beat Pakistan. But they are doing really well. After they lose to West Indies, they bounce back really well. Pakistan team as a unit, if they are playing their days, it's one of the dangerous side in the world. But we have to play our best cricket. We have to play our own brand of cricket. If we play our own brand of cricket, and everyone should try to perform their roles. The bowling department, fielding and batting, all 3 departments should do 100% to beat Pakistan.
All right, our final word, and I'll talk about Sri Lanka's bowling. Nuwan Pradeep had a great outing in the previous game. What sort of an effect has it had on the Sri Lankan bowling attack? Do you think they'll take a lot of positives from that?
I think it's a great match Nuwan Pradeep had against Afghanistan. He had a chance to play this match. He saw he's good enough to play this level. He's take that opportunity from the both and he's delivered. I think it's one of the good, one of the best spell I saw Nuwan Pradeep. I think he should carry this form with this confidence carry with Lasith and Usuru and Thisara Perera.
Right, it didn't shock Dilshan about the stat that I gave, 7-0 it stands at the World Cup. But were you surprised? Obviously it didn't surprise him because he must have been part of a few of those teams that participate, but never beaten.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take stats with a pinch of salt as well, because cricket is about what happens in the present, in the now. It's about the belief, it's about the confidence, and it's about how well you play 100 overs with bat, ball in the field. So I think the win against Afghanistan was a positive thing for the Sri Lankan side. You could have seen the passion from their captain Lasith Malinga when he took that last wicket to seal victory for Sri Lanka. So they've got to wipe the slate clean. This is a new challenge. This is a new World Cup. They've got some players. I think, like I've said before, you're allowed to make mistakes. Sometimes it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And that's what these 2 teams need to believe. Pakistan believed so after losing their first game against West Indies and demolish England. Yeah. That same attitude has to be taken up by this Sri Lankan team.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.